as you fade away.
It was evening. You sat in one of the benches in the park and was letting out your tears from your eyes, which were indicating you were going to have freedom from tomorrow. Yes, you didn't have any freedom since 2 years because you were cased by a monster in the name of marriage. You were married to one person whom your parents trusted that he will take care of you like them. He only gave you sadness to your parents at the end. He used to be caring and loving in the beginning, but when he lost his job, he started feeling jealous about you. Insecurities ate his good nature, and he slowly started fighting with you, and those fights led to a physical and mental. As he used to be a good person in the beginning, you thought of giving one chance. Those one chance turned to many chances, but he didn't change. You tried to walk out from that relationship, but he won. He would your parents. As you were scared of that monster, you remained silent and bore him until today morning. Even though you tried to give a complaint against him, but you know he would go any extent to end your life. So you remained silent, and your husband met with an accident and on the spot. Everybody was pitying you for losing your husband, but only you and your parents know how much relief you have got. You lost hope in life with his presence, but you didn't expect his absence would make you breathe again happily. Your tears were dropping not because you were dropping because you feel like you got freedom again. You are happy that your parents were safe. As it was an arranged marriage, you didn't get any deep connection or love with him because he started to behave like an animal. Thank you, God, for saving me from that man, else I would have to see more in his hands. You thanked God looking at the sky then when you turned at a cute little voice which was calling you. What happened to you, dear? Why are you crying? A 5 years old boy asking you, looking at your tears. You quickly looked at him as he was already looking at you with a guilty face. Even though he was a small boy, he didn't like to see you crying. Ah, this? No, I was not crying, dear. I was just acting. You leaned near his face as he stood in front of you by putting his hand on your knee. He slowly leaned close to your face and wiped your tears. No, you're lying. I can see real tears in your eyes. Dear, don't cry. Everything will be alright, okay? His pure smile gave warmth to your heart. In return, you smiled at him and picked him into your lap. Okay, dear, as you said, tell me what's your name? You asked him, holding his tiny waist securely. My name is Jungkook. Your name? He asked, lifting his head up at you. I'm Ryan. Did you come here alone? Where are your parents? You asked him, looking around for his parents. I don't wanna say. Don't ask me that. If you want to know about my parents, then I will leave here, he said with an angry part while standing up to get down from your lap. I'm sorry, I would not ask you that. We'll talk some funny things, okay? You didn't want to let him go because you felt it was not safe for him to go alone. You put him near you, waiting for his parents to arrive. Okay, do you know any funny jokes? He asked you, giving a wide smile. Within seconds, he lost his anger and became normal. You and Jungkook spent some time. You forgot about your problems and laughed with him happily. You never felt this much happiness in these 2 years. For a few minutes you felt like you were in heaven. Jungkook became close to you within a short time. Seeing him you felt like someone you knew well, but you were not able to remember that person completely. When a voice was coming towards you, Jungkook quickly got down from your lap and stood beside you, clutching your dress tightly. What happened here? You asked him as you panicked a bit. Jungkook, you're here. A man who was dressed in a suit came near you and picked Jungkook in his arms. But you stuck it there looking down as that voice sounds familiar to you. Jungkook, you quickly lifted your head up and looked at him to confirm whether he was the person you knew or not. Ryan, you? He was also surprised to see you here. Hi, Jungkook sir. You bowed and greeted him immediately where he quickly chuckled at your action. Ryan, what did you say and what did you do? Just because I was a senior in your college doesn't mean you showed me sir and respect me like old days. Don't do this from the next, please. We are friends, okay? You smiled hesitantly at him for his words. You and Jungkook went to same college during your undergraduation. He was your super senior at the time and you both knew each other well as if you were the college magazine couple. As if you were toppers in your academics, you had to do projects for college competition because your college has a rule that the team should have toppers from all academic years. Is he your son? You asked Jungkook, pointing at Jungsu. Yeah, Ryan, he is my son. It's been many years since we met. How is your life? He was looking at you confused as you were looking not okay to him by seeing your pale and dull face. Yeah, everything is fine. How is Sarah, ma'am? I'm sorry, Sarah. Where is she? You must have worried about him. I asked about you, but he said he will leave me if I ask that. That's why I'm waiting for his parents. You were looking around hoping she was somewhere. Actually, she hasn't come here. She's at house. Ryan, I have work. We'll catch up some other time. Jungsu, let's go. Jungkook lied to you because Jungsu doesn't want to know the truth about his late mother. Dad, I don't want to come with you. You lied me. You said today you will come with my mom, but till now she hasn't come. Where is she? He was yelling at his father, punching his chest with a sad pout. She's at home, Jungsu. Don't cry now. Say bye to auntie. We'll go home. You understood from Jungkook's action that he was hiding something from you. As soon as Jungkook and Jungsu came home, they saw Jungkook's mother waiting for him near the pool. Harmony. Jungsu, my baby. She kneeled down, spreading her arms as Jungsu was running to her to hug. Grandma, I missed you so much, he said, hugging her where she was caressing his back. Ah, Jungsu, I missed you too, my baby. She expressed her feelings by kissing his cheek as he leaned his other cheek off her shoulder. Mom, when did you return from London? You should have called me before coming. I would have picked you from the airport, right? Jungkook said, smiling at his mother, who was looking at him. I thought you would be busy with work. You even told today you have an ad shoot for a big jewelry company. So I came directly and the driver came to pick me up. She said, picking up Jungsu in her arms. Yes, he will always be busy. That's why I asked him to bring my mother so that I can play with her. I don't want a nanny to take care of me. I want my mother. You know, my friend's mother comes to school and drops them. Jungsu immediately broke into tears while remembering others who were happy with their mothers. Seeing him crying, Jungkook immediately came near him and took him into his embrace. Jungsu, please don't cry. It's so hard for me to see you like this. Even if you don't have a mother, you have father. From tomorrow, I will drop and pick you from school. Please, Dad is saying sorry. Jungkook was holding up all his emotions and tears to not break in front of Jungsu. No, you're lying. Please promise me you will bring my mother for sure this time. If you don't bring her, I will leave this house. He got down forcefully from Jungkook's arms and ran to his room, where the nanny followed him. Mom, what can I do now? From where I can bring his mother? Sarah is no more in this world. Then how can I convey this to him? He is a small kid, Mom. Jungkook immediately hugged his mother and was crying hardly by seeing his son's sorrow. Jungkook, please calm down. It's not your fault. It's our fate, Jungkook, but we can't lie to Jungsu long. One day he should know that his mother in an accident. He has to accept. She spoke out even though it was an harsh truth. No, mom, his tiny heart would break with this news. He cannot control his emotions. No, I cannot break his heart with the truth. He said, breaking the hug as he was shocked about the things she said. Then there is one solution. Get married to someone. Even though you might not need a wife, he needs mother love and affection which father cannot give. You can always save him like a father, but you can give the love he was craving for his mother. In her voice, the sadness for Jungkook and guilt about his life was clearly visible, because as a grandmother she cannot see her grandchild suffering, as well as she was also worried about Jungkook, who was in love with his first wife, who left him in the middle of his journey. No, mom, I cannot get married again. For this life, only Sarah is my wife. Who would be ready to marry a single father? Even though I got married, what is the guarantee? She would treat my son like her biological son. I'm scared of everything, mom. At one side he was not ready for this, but other side he wants Jungsu to be happy. But this marriage is for Jungsu. It's about his mother and not being your wife. Think about it, Jungkook. Many times I agreed, but not now. I cannot let my Jungsu suffer, she said harshly as she was worried about them and left from there. Next morning, Jungkook came to his office and was looking at the necklace designs his team is going to do an art shoot for certain jewelry shop. By seeing them, he was recalling his mother's words about his marriage. Jungkook sir, Mia ma'am came to meet you. She has to talk about something with you. Jungkook's secretary came to him and informed about Mia, who was one of art shoot models for his company. But today she doesn't have any shot, right? Okay, tell her to come in, he said, taking the seat while grabbing a necklace to check that piece perfectly. Good morning, Jungkook. She came in and greeted him, where Jungkook also greeted her back. What's the matter, Mia? You don't have any shot here today. Why do you have to meet me? If you are here to talk about marriage, please leave. I already said clearly I am not interested in marriage. Jungkook said firmly, not even looking at her. No, Jungkook, I asked you for the reason many times. I really love you. Please agree, Jungkook. As she was new here, she didn't know about Jungkook's personal life yet. Okay, will you marry a man who is already married and have a son but his wife? Mia was looking at Jungkook confused. It means you have already married, she asked Jungkook while controlling her nervousness. Yes, you should have known about me before getting married. I know you are just attracted to me and my success. Please, I'm not ready for this. If you leave, I will leave for the shot. Other models are waiting for the shoot. Don't waste my time. He left from there as she didn't reply. As Jungkook thought she was not ready to marry him after knowing about him, that's why she remained silent even though he was leaving her from there. Jungkook came to his art shoot, recording studio, and started directing the shoot. This company was built by Jungkook and his late wife Sarah. He did masters in direction and Sarah did masters in jewelry designing. One fine day you were walking on the footpath to go to your office. You were getting become normal after that tragedy. Auntie, you here? Jungsu, wow, nice meeting you, dear. You quickly bent to his height and shook his hand. Then when you noticed Jungkook and his mother, who were with Jungsu. Jungkook, hi. You greeted him where Jungkook also greeted you back. Are you vying? Jungsu was talking about you a lot. Jungkook, do you know her already? Yeah, mom, she's my junior in college and we met in the park other day. Few minutes, you talked with Jungsu, where Jungkook and his mother observed you being affectionate towards Jungsu. Jungkook never saw someone being this much nice with kids. For a moment, he lost in your genuine gestures and smiles towards Jungsu. Later, you bid a bye to them and left as you were getting late to office. Why doesn't she be a mother to Jungsu? He is loving her and she is always loving towards him. One day, you sat on your balcony and was drawing a sample design of jewelry which you should show the client tomorrow. Ryan, we want to talk with you, can we? As a parent came to you, you put the pencil down and nodded your head. Actually, this is our Nina auntie brought a match for you. This time we inquired about him and he was a good person. Nina auntie knew him well. You left him unfinished and quickly stood up, closing your eyes tightly. Dad, what are you talking about? Getting married again after this much happened in my life? How could you ask that after knowing my past? You were yelling at him as you disappointed. But Ryan, you should need a hope to go forward in your life. He's a good person and we are asking you as his son's mother, not his wife. You love kids, right? Why don't you become a mother to him who needs a mother's love? At least you would be spreading love to him. Your heart melted after hearing about that kid, but you have already fixed your mind that you will never marry anyone. Days passed, somehow your parents managed you to agree for marriage. It was more like a forced or you can say life-threatening. After a week, you got married to Jungkook, but first you didn't know it was Jungkook. After seeing him in the aisle, you got to know that Sarah was no more. You knew them because they were one of the couples in the college. And Jungkook also agreed to this marriage, just only for Jungsu. Even he didn't know about you until he came to the aisle. His mother forced him just like to your parents. She made Jungsu believe that you are his mother because till now he didn't see Sarah and didn't know Sarah was his biological mother. As marriage ceremony was completed, you three came to Jungkook's house. In the whole ride, Jungsu didn't stop talking because he was so happy after seeing his mother. Jungkook just silently observed you, the way you behaved with Jungsu and your innocent smile towards him. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you were. As soon as you came in, you saw Jungkook removing his shirt. As you thought it was not the right time, you were about to leave, but he wore his shirt again and stopped you there. Ryan, please wait. Can I talk with you for a moment? He asked you standing few meters away from you. Yes, please tell me, you said looking down as he didn't have a courage to look into his eyes. First, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to get married someone like me who was already married. And second, thank you so much for accepting Jungsu. I saw your selfless love towards him. If you need anything, please ask me because now you're mother of my child. He said, giving a small smile and left the room where you just look at him leaving the room. You didn't expect you would get married to your crush whom you admired in the college. After knowing about Sarah, he kept feelings on him aside and now you're going to start a life with him. I think he didn't know about my past. Well, it's good for me. At least he would not sympathize with my life. Even though I was not ready for this marriage, now I have to accept it because Jungsu really connected to me. I just want to feel happiness in his life. You wiped your tears and went to Jungsu. Within that moment, you started treating Jungsu as your own son. You started planning his day, his activities, and you took up his responsibilities. Next morning, Jungsu got ready with the help of you and was about to leave the school with Jungkook. Mom, bye. He kissed on your cheek before leaving where you kissed on his forehead. Seeing you both, Jungkook really felt peace because he never saw Jungsu being happy like now. Ryan, we are leaving. If you need anything, ask Mom. She will help you. He normally said and left with Jungsu. Even though you knew each other, at present you are feeling as strangers. You are treating Jungsu as your own son. He cannot live without you for a minute. You both really connected well. Seeing Jungsu's happiness, Jungkook and his mother felt so happy. Jungkook might not comfortable to treat you like his wife, but he respects as his son's mother. One fine day, you put Jungsu to sleep and was waiting for his grandmother to arrive because she told you to sleep in Jungkook's room, which was a shared bedroom. Fine, go and sleep. I will be with him. Even though you denied, she insisted you because she doesn't like you to stop being a mother to Jungsu. She also wants you and Jungkook to lead a happy life just like a couple. As distance will grow more if you are away from him, she wants to reduce that gap. As she said, you got courage to go Jungkook. As he was working on some designs about new projects, you thought of giving a black coffee, so you prepared it and went to the designing room. As Jungkook and Sarah built their company together, he was running it alone. He even learned about jewelry designing. He wanted to complete the one design Sarah started and was working on it, but he slept unknowingly in the couch which was in that room. Oh, he slept. You went near him slowly and took out his glasses to let him sleep peacefully after putting the coffee cup on the table. Then your eyes roamed around the room. It was your first time coming here. Then Sarah's incomplete design caught your attention. You looked at Jungkook for a few seconds and understood he tried to finish this but he couldn't. As you understand what design was trying to express, you started drawing it and at the end you finished it. Good night, Jungkook. You catched his hair and left the room. After an hour, Jungkook woke up and rubbing his eyes. Then he noticed his glasses and coffee on the table and understood you came here. He smiled looking at the coffee cup and came near the design. How is it possible? Did Ryan completed it? He really overwhelmed after seeing the design because Sarah always designed it with emotions. She shows her stories with her designs and now you completed what Sarah wanted to say, Jungkook, with that design. Oh god, is it possible to have the same thoughts in two people? I have been trying to understand this from many years and Ryan completed it within time. His eyes started building tears in his eyes. He came searching for you to thank you and he saw you near the balcony of his house. Ryan. Jungkook, you woke up, you asked, as you were sleeping a while back. Yeah, thank you so much for completing that design. I didn't know you would share Sarah's thoughts. It's okay. After seeing it, I could not stop my urge to finish. I'm sorry if I did it without your permission. No, don't be sorry. In fact, I should be thankful for you for many things. You became mother to my son. You happily accepted me with my past. Many things you did for me. I'm not saying this just because you finished the design. You really do something for me, Ryan. Your innocence, genuine action, selfless love made me falling for you again. His last sentence surprised you. You never thought you would hear these words from the person who was your first love. I'm sorry if I said anything wrong. I could not stop myself. Thank you again. He quickly said and left from there. Tears built in your eyes because you never thought he would love you. It was a big surprise for you. Since that day, Jungkook trying to express his love towards you, the man who never thought falling in love is impossible again. Now he was falling for you after seeing your pure and genuine love. One day, while working in the kitchen, you cut your finger where it started. Jungkook, who saw you, quickly came near you. What is this, Ryan? You should have been careful, right? He brought the first aid kit and was dressing the wound. Till now, you only hear he was falling for you. But now you clearly see true love on you in his tears eyes. I'm sorry, I was not focused. You said in a low tone, it's okay, from next give it to the maid. You don't do any work. You have passion for designing, just work on it. No, Jungkook, I want to prepare the food for my family just with my hands. I will work on my passion and will take care of my family and me. You don't worry. Thank you for this. You wiped his tears as Jungkook also really moved by your words. As days passed, you and Jungkook getting close with each other, but something is missing in your relationship. Maybe you didn't open up about you completely with Jungkook. One day Jungkook was sleeping, where you started remembering the past and sobbing. Ryan, he came near you without wasting a second as he saw tears in your eyes. Jungkook, you quickly wiped your tears and looked at him. Ryan, what happened to you? Why are you crying? Did anything happen to you? He asked, sitting on his knees. No, nothing happened. It was not crying. You tried to cover up, but he understood you were lying. Ryan, please tell me. Now you are the mother of my son. You are my responsibility. Please say it. He asked you, lifting your head up by your chin, as you could not control it anymore. You hugged him and started shedding tears where he started choking. Ryan, I never saw you like in these many days. Please tell me if you really love me. I will help you. His heart was getting heavy by seeing you in this situation. As you don't wanna hide, you told everything about your past, about your husband. By hearing this, Jungkook's heart was broken into pieces. He didn't expect your life to be this miserable. I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't know all these things. Why didn't you say about this issue? I don't want you to pity on me and show your care just because of my past. You asked him, breaking the hug. Do you really think that? Now will you believe me? I fell for your genuine love not because of your past. Ryan, you know I love Sarah, but now she's my unforgettable memory. At present and future, you will be my wife and mother to my son. I thought love would happen only once, but because of you, I understand love can happen twice. I didn't know I would need to confess my love like this. I thought of confessing my love by giving a surprise, but you have already understood through my actions. I'm promising I will never hurt you or let others hurt you. I'm sorry for not knowing all this earlier, and I'm thankful to you and love you for becoming part of my life. He wiped your tears and kissed on your forehead. Love you, Jungkook. You rested your head on his chest as he secured you in his embrace. After 5 months, everybody was so happy as they heard the good news. Mom, what's happening? Why is everyone so happy? He asked as soon as came from the school. Jungsu, soon you're going to become a big brother. Really? Hooray! He was jumping happily where you and Jungkook looked at each other with a happy smiles. Thanks for watching. One got her first love again when she really needs, and Jungkook got his true love again in the form of